Hey everyone, and welcome to IQ Intervals. Today, we're tackling a topic that's close to all of our hearts, time management. Or more specifically, how to wrangle the unruly beast that is time and bend it to our will through the power of a well-crafted timetable. Now, I know what you're thinking. Timetables? Aren't those like so middle school? But trust me on this one. A good timetable isn't about rigid schedules and stifling your spontaneity. It's about understanding your priorities, maximizing your efficiency, and actually having more time for the things you love. So, whether you're a student drowning in deadlines, a professional juggling multiple projects, or just someone who wants to feel a little more in control of their day-to-day life, stick around. We're diving into 5 quick and easy techniques to help you create a timetable that actually works. Alright, let's kick things off with the foundation of any good timetable: prioritization. Because here's the thing, not all tasks are created equal. Some are urgent, some are important, and some, well, let's just say they can probably wait. The first step is to get everything out of your head and onto paper, or, a digital document. Write down every single task you need to accomplish. And I mean everything, from finishing that big work project to picking up dry cleaning to finally organizing your sock drawer. Now, take a step back and ask yourself, what absolutely needs to get done today? What can wait until tomorrow? Or next week? Rank your tasks in order of importance and urgency. This is where things get a little subjective. What's important to one person might seem trivial to another. And that's okay. The key is to be honest with yourself about your priorities and what truly matters to you. Once you have a clear understanding of your priorities, it's time to start slotting them into your timetable. But we'll talk more about that in the next chapter. With our prioritized to-do list in hand, we're ready to tackle the next step: time blocking. This is where we take our day and divide it into chunks, each dedicated to a specific task or activity. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't just start throwing bricks together and hope for the best, right? You'd have a blueprint, a plan. Time blocking is essentially creating a blueprint for your day. Start by identifying your most productive hours. Are you a morning person who thrives before the rest of the world wakes up? Or do you hit your stride in the quiet of the evening? Schedule your most challenging tasks during those peak performance times. Then, block out time for everything else: work, errands, exercise, meals, even relaxation. Be realistic about how long tasks will take, and don't be afraid to overestimate. It's always better to have a little buffer time than to feel constantly rushed. Now, I know what you're thinking. But John, you say, my life is chaotic. There's no way I can stick to a rigid schedule. And you know what? You're right, life happens. Which is why we'll talk about flexibility and adjustments later on. Okay, we've prioritized our tasks, divided our day into manageable chunks, and now we're ready to unleash our productivity superpowers, right? Well, almost. Even superheroes need to recharge, and so do we. That's where breaks come in. I know, taking breaks can feel like the opposite of being productive. But trust me, those short pauses throughout the day are essential for maintaining focus, preventing burnout, and ultimately getting more done. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a muscle. If you push it too hard for too long without rest, it's going to get fatigued and start making mistakes. But if you give it regular breaks to recover, it can come back stronger and more focused. So how often should you take breaks? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but a good rule of thumb is to aim for a 5 to 10-minute break every hour or so. And what should you do during those breaks? Get up and move around, stretch, grab a healthy snack, or just step away from your work and give your mind a chance to wander. Okay, let's be real. In this day and age, who isn't glued to their phone or laptop for at least a portion of the day? But instead of letting technology be the thing that distracts us, why not harness its power for good? We live in a golden age of time management tools and apps, each one designed to make our lives easier and our days more organized. And the best part? Many of them are free or have free versions with enough features to get you started. There are apps for to-do lists, calendar syncing, habit tracking, note-taking, project management. The list goes on and on. Experiment with different options and find what works best for you. The key is to find tools that integrate seamlessly into your workflow and actually make you more productive, not just add another layer of complexity to your day. And remember, technology is a tool. It's up to you to use it wisely and not let it become the thing that controls your schedule. We've reached the final and perhaps most important step in our quest for timetable mastery, review, and adjust. Because here's the thing about timetables, they're not set in stone. Life is messy, unpredictable, and constantly changing. What worked for you last week might not work this week, and that's okay. The key is to be flexible, adaptable, and willing to make adjustments as needed. Set aside some time each week to review your timetable and see how things went. What worked well? What didn't work so well? Were there any unexpected challenges or interruptions? Don't be afraid to experiment with different approaches until you find what works best for you. Maybe you need to adjust your time blocks, add more breaks, or try a new productivity app. Remember, the goal of a timetable is to help you manage your time more effectively, not to become a slave to a rigid schedule. So there you have it, 5 quick techniques for creating a timetable that can transform your productivity and help you make the most of your time. Remember, it's not about achieving perfect time management. It's about finding what works for you, experimenting, adjusting, and constantly striving to improve. Thanks for joining us on this journey toward greater productivity. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to IQ Intervals for more content on time management, productivity, and all things self-improvement. Until next time, stay curious, stay productive, and we'll see you soon.